Speedrunning is not very common in the Geometry Dash community. I mean, it's a side-scroller game, which means that the game is always set to a specific speed that the player cannot affect. So, playing a level flawlessly with no fails will always give you the same completion time. However, speedrunning still exists in the game, but instead of going fast, it relies on you to play consistently. So the category that I will be attempting today is called the All Main Levels Run. Geometry Dash contains 21 main levels. These levels vary in difficulty, starting off easy and progressively gets harder in the end. I will attempt to beat all these levels in order as fast as I possibly can. I've calculated that beating these without any fails should take around 32 minutes, and I will refer to this as the perfect run. So, playing this game perfectly consistent for 32 minutes straight is no easy feat, as this completely goes against the nature of Geometry Dash. You're supposed to fail, you're supposed to retry over and over again and then rage quit. This game is made to be hard and frustrating. And so, this is how it went. This is how I got a perfect run in Geometry Dash. Okay guys, I've already explained the rules and I'm just going to beat Geometry Dash as fast as I possibly can. Let's go! So, as you guys can probably guess, I'm gonna have a hard time reading chat. I've never done a proper run before. I have practiced all of the main levels, so I think I have a good shot of getting a sub 40. In order for me to get a sub 40 though, I cannot have too many fails. Okay, Stereo Madness, time for Back on Track. One thing that's pretty scary about speedrunning Geometry Dash is that menuing is kinda sketchy. If you menu too fast, you can soft lock the game and it will crash. So I can't be too fast on the menuing. So my very first attempt went seemingly trouble-free. I managed to beat Stereo Madness, Back on Track, Polargeist and Dry Out without any problems. I had a close call on base after base though. I don't know why, but this is super scary. Now it's actually starting to get hard. Whoa! But I managed to save it. The 7 first levels are by far the easiest ones in the run. There's nothing more to it than some spike jumps and simple ship gameplay. But at level 8, Time Machine were introduced to reoccurring triple spike jumps and the mirror portal, which flips the entire screen. Theory of Everything 2 is probably my favorite level out of all of the main levels. Whoa. Now, Time Machine is hard, so there is a tiny chance that I'll fail this. Oh, that's the jump I was scared of. I did it. When you get to Time Machine, the difficulty really steps up. You know, Time Machine is where this game starts to become really hard. Oh! Okay, I think we're good now. So, with that, I had now beaten 8 out of the 21 main levels without any fails. Things were looking great and it was now time for cycles. Dude, there are so many triples in cycles. There's too many. The first time I played this ship, I was so confused. But now I found a good pattern for it. Some old-fashioned straight fly. This ball is hard. There's no way. Okay, so that's about a 1 minute loss right there. Do we reset or not? Eventually, I decided to keep the run going, as I was already on good pace for a sub 40 despite the 1 minute time loss. And this is how it went. I can't fail the ball again. Okay, I'm gonna hard focus for this. Okay. I'm not gonna reset, I'll keep this going, I'll keep the run. And so I carried on to beat X-Step and Clutterfunk. Ooh. Okay, we're good. I know what you guys are thinking right now. Is he going to take the ship coin? And absolutely no way I'm gonna risk that. That is probably the single hardest coin in the entirety of the main levels. Okay, we're good. We're good. Out of nowhere, I started playing flawlessly, beating level after level without failing anything at all. Okay, please. Yes! First try, okay. So far I've only had one fail. I just pray to God right now that I can remember the memory part in this level. Oh! I did! Yes! I'm doing so good right now, just one fail. Oh god, okay, deadlocked. Third demon of the run, and this is the hardest level out of all of the main levels. Oh! Oh! That was so close. How? Last level, finger dash. This is the last level of the run, and I've somehow only failed once so far. Ooh, my finger got stuck there. I was so scared. That's a run. I just beat Geometry Dash in 33 minutes and 12 seconds. So on my first try, I do a near perfect run with only one fail, which happened to be on the easier half of the game. Yeah. Perhaps because I was not very nervous, as I already knew on level 9 that this was not going to be a perfect run. Originally when I started this, my only goal was to get a sub 40, which I did, first try. And knowing that I was just one single tiny fail away from a perfect run, I started to grind for real. Here it goes, second run attempt. Timer starts. Remember when I said menuing too fast can softlock your game? Yeah, I got softlock, and not only did my game crash, but my entire computer crashed. RobTop, please fix your game. You streamed about 10 to 12 a day? Oh god. I probably clicked the save button at the top of Mega Hack when you had... Oh, I just died! That's the worst run. How did I die? As I was too busy reading chat, I wasted a couple of attempts dying to the first 4 levels. But after a while, on my 8th attempt, I got back to the point where I failed my near perfect run. Cycles. Now I'm starting to get a bit stressed though. Because right now, this right here is where I failed the last run. So I'm a little bit stressed right now, because cycles is hard, especially the last bowl part. But yeah, let's try and do this. So in this bowl part that's coming up right now, that's where I failed last time. So hard focus. Okay, I passed the thing. We got ourselves a run. Okay. The stress is starting. Okay, so far, this is the furthest I've gotten without any fails. Okay, X step is done. Now it's time for Clutterfunk. This is a very chokeable level, but I'll do my best. Clutterfunk is done. Okay, now things are starting to tense up. We're halfway through the run. No fail so far. It's time for Theory of Everything. I love how intense this music is right now. It really fits perfectly. And then the run almost came to an end. Oh! Jesus Christ! I was pixels away from not making it to that. God, this type of run is so stressful. Okay, Electroman Adventures. I don't think I've ever been this focused in my entire life. Okay. So far, the run was going pretty steady. But ahead of me was the game's first demon level. Demon is the hardest difficulty in GD, and among the main levels there are a total of 3 demons, and so having them all in the second half of the run made this whole experience much harder. But I pulled through, beating Club Step. Oh, I messed up my click pattern. Okay, this is a run, guys. 20 minutes in. Moving on to electrodynamics. This is one of the most stressful levels of the run. When this level got added to the game, that's when Rob Top introduced the speed changers, and he went nuts with them. So about here is when things starts getting crazy. And why do I have the calmest song right now? Okay. Hexagon Force. And blast processing. Okay. Here comes the second demon of the run, which also happens to be my favorite level out of all of the main levels. Now it was time for the final 4, the hardest part of the run. Theory of Everything 2, a demon level. Geometrical Dominator, containing memory gameplay. Deadlock, the hardest demon level of all 3. And then finally Finger Dash, which is seemingly not very difficult compared to the demons, but under this much pressure it could well possibly be considered of demon difficulty. I just passed the hardest ship in the game. Theory of Everything 2 is done. Okay. Oh my god, we're getting super close now. I'm so scared for this. I managed to do the memory part first try last time. Can I do it again? You guys should feel my hands right now. They're drenched in sweat. Okay, here we go then. There's no way. Oh no, it's... Okay, now it's time for Deadlocked. And then came probably the scariest moment in my entire GD career. So what happened here is that I made a split-second decision that would save the entire run. Usually when I play this part, I try to slide on this block here and then do one final jump to get into the cube portal. But since Geometry Dash hitboxes are faulty sometimes, I instead clipped through the block and fell down way too far to make it in just one jump. So I had a split second to correct myself and instead do a double jump, resulting in me being able to continue the run. I saved that! I'm not supposed to do a double click there, I'm supposed to do one. Holy f***ing shit. I have no idea how I saved that. This is the most important completion of Finger Dash in my entire life. Okay, here we go. Yes! That's a perfect run. That is a perfect, flawless, no failed run of Geometry Dash. Thank you guys so much for the GGs. 32:15. I know I said the theoretically fastest was going to be 32:04, but I messed up some of the menuing, but no fails. That's it. That's the entirety of the Geometry Dash main levels, all beaten in one attempt. You know what? Geometry Dash, no hit run. That's what it is. If you guys have played this game, you know how hard it is. If you're experienced in this game, you know how hard it is to be consistent. Playing each one of these 21 levels individually, once at a time, might not seem too hard, but doing them first try in a row is insane. That was